Okay, good evening everyone. So welcome all to this presentation. I'll get straight into it so that we can finish on time. Okay. Okay, so as I said to you during the week, we were talking, Boris and I and a few others, about how we're going to develop and evolve what we're doing. And bearing in mind, I think some of you know, you were in the conversation before, we were thinking of monetizing the 5 a.m. club. So this will incorporate that as well. So it's really the objective to actually help everyone evolve in the community. So the learn, do, teach approach is what we're going to use. We're still following the Tim Sales's pipeline, but we're using a slightly different way of actually evolving everyone through the processes. The learn obviously is learning as we go. The do is applying what we learn, and then obviously teaching as we start growing a team, but also to involve teaching as in help within the group. In other words, contribute towards some of the things like the presentations and the other parts of everything. So there's not just me and Bianca and a few others doing it. So we want to get everyone involved, and it'll also help people with their confidence and everything else. So we're going to move through everyone on this in this process really. The self-development, training and creating is also part of the whole thing, creating our own uh, subject matters or so our own workshops, and everything else is all going to be part and parcel of this as well. So to begin with, it's going to be an action-centered leadership action because we want action after each step. We want to help people, even if it's in only small doses, even if it's only one-to-ones. It doesn't matter what. We're trying to make people more active in the whole process, really. So the first step here, learn. Learn is the problem. Training and self-development. This applies to all members, including ourselves. It's not to assume that anybody does or doesn't know, and it doesn't matter what skill level people come in with, because we have a certain system that we're going to try and apply that'll be easy to duplicate. And going back to what we were saying before, duplication is the key, simplicity is the key, and the idea is to help people evolve and progress into action steps. So that the same really applies to most of them. Same with the doing, action steps to tell us what you're going to do pertaining to the previous learning, and make sure again we evolve. So it's all about um, action and evolving and helping people do that. And it could be something that people are uncomfortable with some parts, but then we're not going to just throw you out to the lions. We're going to be making sure that you do a bit of practice with us, however much you need, etc. But we need this to happen because unfortunately, the teams on the whole is not growing as fast as it was just after Christmas. So we're trying to work out why, and these are some of the steps we're actually going to do that. So again, invitation, mastery, actually going through the process of showing how all the invitation and inviting process happens again using Tim Sales and the way he does it. That's the main thing we're going to cover there. Presentation again, we're going to cover the presentation. In fact, the two presentations, one the very simple one and one is the epic one, so that people fully understand what they're presenting and are able to present the simple process. I think I mentioned it this morning, actually be able to do it on a napkin or even explain it on the phone. That's how simple we need it to be. Again, so that basically as people come in within the first week, 2 weeks, they're already presenting to people either over the phone or in a three-way conversation, or actually doing it on using the slides. Again, a lot of people haven't even used slides before, so it's a learning process to actually teach people how to use the slides and the projections and things like that. So again, you can actually present any way you want to choose the way that suits you really. Training and self-development, so attending all trainings. This is something that we're going to try and make sure happens minimum at least 2 per week, where possible 5, and then beyond that really, to actually be able to train others as well. So 5 trainings and a 5 a.m. club as well for people who want to fast track their business, and that's the key thing about the 5 a.m. It's not mandatory, but it's something that we feel is important if people want to actually take this quite seriously. Marketing as well. We're going to be covering all these things, and each section has got its own sort of what would you call it, mix of different trainings. And again, on the creation side, each section can be covered in so many different ways. Marketing, for example, can cover everything from social media to adverts on newspapers to you name it. You can go across the board. You can individually do like Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So all these things are things that we're looking for people to work towards, creating a program that will help people in the community to actually be skillful or more skillful in that particular subject. So creating new material is all what it's all about. We'll be creating our own material, and these are the courses and things we hope to promote in the future to people within our community. And this is the way we're going. Because we're actually monetizing it and working a very simple plan, a monetized plan, it'll actually make it easier for people to get paid for the work that they do as well. So some of the courses will actually be you'll be in the beginning, I suppose the remuneration won't be that much, but as we grow it'll be greater and greater with the numbers and everything else. So we're in at the beginning really. So it's all a learning process, and again, Boris hasn't completed the actual compensation plan, and this is not in competition or anything with Epic. It's actually part of everything that we're doing with Epic. Everything will be leading towards Epic because that's the company we're working with currently. So that's the way we're going to work it as well. So the new changes in our endeavor to create an environment for you and all to involve and flourish. Well, from the 1st of May, we're going to monetize the 5 a.m. club so that the non-Epic members can benefit from every single from a single level commission structure. The subscription to all non-members of Epic, because Epic members will be free, i.e. if you're paid up member, it's free. If you're not, there will be a charge. And it's going to be payable on the 1st of every month in advance. So if a month is 31 days, it'll be £31. If it's 28 days, it'll be 28 pounds. So Boris, I don't know if he's fallen asleep or he's working very late last night, so I can't get hold of him. So he will actually do something about the actual commission structure and everything. He'll talk about it in more detail. He hasn't quite finished it still, so we're looking to get there soon. So again, whole training for paid up members in Epic and new people in your pipeline is free. Non-members of Epic will be required to pay a subscription for the 5 a.m. club from Saturday the 1st of May. Guests may attend a 5 a.m. club for a week. Then they'll be free if they join Epic. If they don't and they want to carry on training, they then have to pay a subscription, the monthly subscription, if they want to continue in the 5 a.m. club. All our efforts are being focused on the successful progression of our Epic members with a new can-do, will-do attitude and coaching to help every individual grow as we grow our teams and their teams. The idea being is that we're creating people who are going to be able to teach people as they even get one member, because remember, once you get one member, you're actually responsible to that person to make sure they get the right training. So if you've actually got all the information to hand yourself, you'll be in a position to do that. And if not, if you're very brand new and you don't know very much, then at least there's a system in place to help you get your people to where they need to get to. So that's the idea of all this, and I believe it'll be a great way of doing things. And as we start creating courses and things like that, the added benefit is that you'll get commissions within our own system. At the moment, just one level. So, but this will be for the actual inviting the referrals. So, for example, Nicholas, if you've got 3 or 4 people that come and they decide after being in for a week they want to actually pay, we're working on the basis that you'll probably get 50% of whatever they've paid. And that'll be your commissions, and it'll be just the one layer, so it's not the ones below. The ones below will do their own thing separately. That's the idea. Not complicated, because we don't want to get into anything like the multi-level marketing systems. What we're trying to do here is help people who are contributing, and the more they contribute, the more they get. So really, that's it. That's it in its simplicity. So invitation through our Getting Started training, we will teach people how to make a list, which will also become part of the process of teaching you to teach your new members. So all members now also learn to teach others. As you begin to learn to present to your prospects, you will also be learning, as your confidence grows, to present yourself. And in the weekly group presentations, as your confidence grows, experience grows, you will also become involved in weekly group trainings. You will now be leading a team by now, and your own training new people to follow you into leadership and run teams of their own. And now that's what all the duplication is about. Duplicate our efforts, teach the teachers to teach the teachers to teach. And that's where we're aiming for. So we're going to have a system which will allow us to actually bring people right through and become leaders as they grow their teams. Because I know in the past, for example, I may have had lots of people in my team, I hadn't got a clue what to do with them, no training system, and you're almost left to fight for yourself. It's the fittest survive and the rest die. So what we're trying to make sure about is that everyone who brings his new person can be confident that that new person will actually be brought through with them and grow together. Because remember, as you're growing, if you're joining up people, you'll need to lead them, because you're not going to be completely reliant on the system. You will actually have, at some point, have to lead your teams, especially if your team members have their own teams, and it'll grow. And that's the idea, really, to help each other so that we can actually grow together and evolve together. That's the objective. So yeah, so that's the little presentation that I've done. And Boris has not arrived, so you'll have to do it another day, unfortunately. But I can open up for any questions if anyone wants. I'll just unmute. Okay. Any questions? Anyone today, or question or anything?
I asked a little question in the chat, but so it was about this. No, it doesn't matter. It's about this. Sorry, the 1 week.
Yeah.
So 1 week is it 7 days in a row, or is 1 week, or is it 7 days? It can be interrupted 7 days.
It'll be 7 days in a row. Yeah. So, but it could be any number of days. They don't have to be there for the whole week, but it'll be 7 days. But like the month, for example, it will have to run from date first of the month. It doesn't matter when they join, and the reason for that is, again, simplicity. The structure is going to be too complicated to have people joining all over the place, so it has to start on the first of the month, and depending on what that month end is, it will be So very, very simple. We're trying to keep it as simple as possible. So that people can see how it works. And the idea, obviously, is to get you compensated for any efforts that you're making. That's the idea.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? No more? No more questions? Lindsay, you understand it?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not complicated. It's very straightforward, really. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is this one level thing that you mentioned about. So
Yeah, the one level. So, for example, if your referrals come in, yeah, and then you get compensated for those referrals as long as they're in the
okay.
training. And then if they bring referrals, then it's just for them, not for you. And how we're going to probably do it is that you will be responsible to give us at the end of every month your names of all your referrals who attended or paid rather, who paid for the month, yeah? So
Makes
it'll be
sense.
quite simple, yeah. So that way the onus is back on the person who's brought the people. Otherwise, again, for us to control it all will be too much paperwork and everything else. We're trying to make it really, really simple. That's the idea. Colin, any questions?
No, that's it. It's very
Yeah.
simple to me. Yeah.
Okay. Javier?
Oh no, I agree. I'm all for the KISS system.
Okay.
Power of a KISS. Keep it stupidly simple. I love it. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. Oh, here's Boris. Okay, he's
Oh,
just come.
awesome.
So I'll just brief him. Hi, Boris.
Hi, buddy.
Hi. Yeah, I've just gone through all the presentation. I've explained the simple process that we're going to be doing regarding the payment system for the what do you call it, 5 a.m. club. And I said that we're going to keep it on a simple process, one level system, monthly payment, month to month, literally depending on number of days and everything. So I've explained all that. Is there anything you want to add to that at this stage? I don't know how far you are with your your compensation yet.
Let me open up something so I
Okay.
can
Let me just,
share something with you. Sorry, I'm late for the party. I need to.
That's all right. Were you working late? Were you?
Always. Okay. Let me see where we are. You just keep on talking while I'm finding basically the slide that I need to show you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? Any questions? Paul? Any questions?
No questions. No,
No
that's
questions?
perfectly
Okay.
simple. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
great.
Hopefully it'll help us get you doing stuff so that you can actually have a little pathway that shows, right, this is what you need to do next, Paul, and we can work closely with you on that, so that you work towards whatever needs to be done next.
Yes, thanks. You know, I've had to leave the 5 a.m. club for
Oh
one
no, yeah, because of your challenges.
circumstance. But what I must say is, what the 5 a.m. club's done for me is astronomical, because I've managed to overturn a court order.
All right, we're brilliant.
On my
The confidence to do that, Paul. I wouldn't have said you could have done that when I first met you here.
Yeah, I know, and I've done it on my own without any legal
Brilliant.
representation.
Brilliant.
So that's
That's real confidence. That is.
yeah. I'm really pleased, and I got the new court order today.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
So I'm very pleased about that. And lots been happening in the background. Not a lot of people know, but
Yeah. Well, you'll soon be out of it, so
I will.
it's going to be
Yeah.
soon. So don't worry. Yeah. I'm
so-
looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it when you get cracking.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you to you and Boris and everybody else in the team, and yeah, I'm feeling rather elated today, and it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm
All right.
celebrating.
Well, happy birthday for tomorrow.
Happy birthday in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
That's cool.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know exactly what I missed, but let me start from there. Let me actually share my screen, and I'll talk a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much time we have, but Let's just try this. Now, we've been talking about personal and professional development for a while. And we're always coming back to what Team Sales is training. What is business? Business, in very simple terms, is making someone's lives better. So we don't see this happening. And the goal here is like how we can really speed it up, how we can increase basically what is missing. And what is missing really is like self-confidence, lack of self-confidence for people to go ahead and execute and really be their best version. So this is the state we're in right now. We're all in Epic. So we have a 5 a.m. also basically a creation to add more value to the people. It has nothing to do with Epic. It's been really created just for basically for grow leaders. And I want to see more leaders stepping in. Like I want to see more people coming in and really expressing their best, because everyone can bring more value. And I want here a community of people that are like supporting each other and empowering each other. So I want you to think about this. This is what we have. Now, a lot of people are saying, like, I don't see Bianca here, but a lot of people are saying, okay, we have people that are interested in the 5 a.m. club, but they're not interested in Epic. Okay, that's fine. If this is the case, then we can allow them to participate. Depending on the month, what it is, 28, 30, or 31 days, they pay a pound a day in advance before the 1st of every month. And they can come and they can basically participate. Now, this is not like subscription based. If they want, they can keep on coming and renewing every month. But this is, they can never find anything even close to basically what we have at in terms of value and trainings and stuff for a pound a day. This is like, there is no question about this. Now, at the same time, and we're gonna talk about this in a second further, but I want you to think at the same time, we're looking at Epic, and let me just move this out and say, okay, if people want more or they need more, doesn't matter if they're in Epic or in any other network marketing company, they don't have enough trainings, okay? Then what we do in the evening, we can actually create another club with additional training. So this can include the 5 a.m. This can include additional trainings, paid trainings that are included basically in this module. So if we add them together, 4 times 30 is 120. Actually, they'll be getting this for 88. And there will be a reward plan attached to this. But again, it's additional things that people really need to desire. So it's like, nothing is compulsory here. Everyone is participating in Epic by its own choice. Everyone can participate in 5 a.m. by its own choice. If it's part of Epic, it's free. If basically people want to participate on the reward plan of 20 of the 30 pounds or the 88 pounds, then they cannot be free members because we cannot pay commission on free. So there is attached basically to how many customers a person can bring. I'm not going to talk about this tonight, but this is just visual for you to start to understand what's happening. So, and when you say here 88, you need basically either yourself to be an 88 and bring 2 customers, or bring 3 customers the same way as is basically an Epic. Same with the 30 pounds subscription. So right now, this is the picture. Every one of us is a marketer for Epic. So we're really the connection point between the creation, which is the Epic trainings, and the consumers that really desire the Epic training, or they desire to market it because they want the commission, the residual income. Well, we can obviously do this with both with Epic. We can do this with the 5 a.m. club, and we can do this with this additional club that we can create. Now, the goal is the number of creators right now is negligible. It's apart from myself, Derek, and Bianca creating trainings, presentations, and really building anything. It's like I want to see everyone stepping here in the creation box. So if this is the goal, so we can have leaders building leaders, not leaders building followers, is what this needs to happen. Everyone has to become a creator at some point. The sooner the better. So the minute you start to create trainings, and by the way, we're going to talk about trainings because I want to create a Facebook group where everyone can say, okay, I would like basically to have an additional training on, let's say, leadership or marketing or how to market on YouTube or on LinkedIn or on Facebook or whatever. So we can buy courses unless we have people that actually can do courses, and we can have people studying those courses and then presenting those courses on this 88 pounds a month panel every month, or with a rotation. In the beginning, when there is not enough trainers, it will be, you know, the people that are ready. But the goal is this to be so packed with so many trainings and so many people that are creating their own brand and their own value, that will be unbelievable in terms of, you know, what people can actually access through this. So as people are becoming creators, they can increase their own value, they can increase their impact, they can increase their fulfillment, how they feel basically about what they're doing, and the positive difference there. Obviously, along the way, they're going to increase their cash flow and they will increase their legacy. Now, I want to be very clear. I don't want to focus on the cash flow. Although the cash flow, it will be a very big part for what will happen for everyone. But I want everyone to focus on the value, because without the value, there is no impact. This is why, you know, leadership is all about value. And anyone has value, but not everyone is stepping in to really to do what is meant to do. Now in the middle we have the marketing. So as a marketers, we're creating value for the company that we're marketing, in this case for Epic, and we're creating value for the customers that are looking for this solution. So this, again, it can allow people to increase their fulfillment, and it can allow them to access additional cash flow. So again, you become a connector between consumers and creators, and here we can have additional, almost like mechanism for leverage, where you can leverage other people basically creations for additional cash flow on top of what you're already doing, while you're building basically your foundation for your business. And obviously consumers, we're all consumers. So this is pretty simple up to this point. Now I'm not gonna go deep here, so let me just stop. Let me just stop here. Any questions on these things that you've seen?
It was very clear, very clear.
Huh?
It was very clear.
Anyone?
Well, I
No,
don't have a
no.
question for you, Boris.
Yes, Lindsay.
Sorry, Lindsay, go ahead.
It's okay. Sorry, I was only saying no. It's fine. You carry on.
Right. In the same sense, Boris, I've actually, you know what you just said, you just dropped a huge quarter in my mind. You know, we have a saying here in Mexico, the quarter dropped into you, so meaning something made a click and started the engine go. I have something I'd like to share with you and Derek later, but has to do with exactly creating content. And I don't know why I haven't done this before, but I have a piece of software. It's actually a game, but it just clicked to me how this game does things. And it's exactly the same process we do things. I'm going to tell you in detail later, but I'm very positive I can get content out of this that will be useful for everybody.
Excellent. That's the aim. The aim is for everyone to, and it doesn't matter. I mean, I want you to think in this way. All the people that you know and you respect today, all of them are content creators in some way or another. Doesn't matter if it's video or basically podcast or anything. writing books or anything. So, okay, so you're thinking, okay, I don't know, I'm not, I don't want to write books. I don't want to do, okay. But if you start doing a page a day, can you write a book in the next 365 days? Oh, if you can do a slide a day, can you create an amazing training over the next year, 6 months, 3 months, year and a half? Absolutely. If let's say there is a demand for, let's say, marketing or leadership or any topic, and you want to go deep into this topic and start creating. Now, you're not only creating basically additional training, but you're also creating value for all the people that they need exactly this, and they're ready to pay because there is a demand for it, supply and demand. So, and we can go into all kinds of different topics that, again, it's not necessarily all network marketing. I mean, the majority of the audience here will be network marketing, of course, because this is what we do for a living. But the goal is like, okay, how we can help people to start to see themselves succeeding. The only way for people to succeed is to make this mental shift from what I can take from the business to what I can contribute to the business. And how it can be done in a steps that we don't need to convince people. It's so powerful what we have and what we can create that people are naturally attracted, basically. So they can come for a week. They can come for a week on the 28 pounds, the 30 pounds, a pound a day, basically, a journey with us. They can see if they like it or not. If they like it, they can basically subscribe and they can go for a whole month. If they don't like it, they just don't basically pay for the next month. Now, if they like it and they want to stay and continue, they can stay and continue the journey with us. So this is a journey of self-discovery, self-growth, and starting to think about what they can contribute, how I can add value to this community. Okay, so then this is the only way anyone can access its own freedom. Now, the goal is not for everyone to start doing more. No, the goal is to do something of value that you can keep on repeating on a monthly basis or whatever the need will be. You can still get credited basically for what you're created, inside or outside. You can do this even outside, but here you get the ability to leverage other creators and to monetize other creators. So you don't need to change companies like maybe in the past, like go from a company to company to company because the company fell or the company changed something or they went out. You don't need this, because the biggest work that any one of us needs to do is the work that we need to do internally on ourselves. So with this in mind, everyone has basically the potential to be a customer. Everyone, no exceptions. Doesn't matter if they're network marketing or not. We can really empower people in a level that is like, probably it doesn't exist. I don't know. And once I connect this with what I'll show you, I'm not going to show you tonight. I want you to sleep tonight, because if I show you tonight, you're not going to be able to sleep. But let me say this. I don't want it to be focused on the money, but I want to be so powerful that anyone that really say, okay, I'm not ready to create a course yet, but now I see how I can participate in a level that I've never done before. And it will be, self-attraction. I'm not going to tell you do more. You'll see. Once I show you how all the pieces will click together, you don't going to need to convince anyone. Oh, why you're not paying your membership, or why you're not participating? No, you don't participate. You don't monetize. You want to participate. You can monetize in a way that I've never seen anyone offer basically this, and it's connected to something that we all need. I do more personal development than actually I go to the kitchen and eat. So this is the goal. The goal is for everyone to grow and become a better version as a parent, as a son, as a daughter, as a husband, a wife, and any of these things that are important to us, and we can create this within the community. Well, that's the whole idea.
No, that's really good. And also the other thing also is when we're going out there. I mean, I've never done as much as I've done since I've been in Epic, in terms of the training and everything else. Right, this is probably the most I've done in my life. But what I realize now is when I go to do trainings, it's not just about the training. When you go into depth and everything else, you're learning yourself. You're growing yourself by learning by doing the research, because you want to produce the best for everyone else, and you learn. You're learning automatically by going and saying, okay, how does this work, and what will I do next, and everything else, and you just learn, and it's an amazing way to learn as well. So it's really, really good. So I'll send you the slides, Boris, I did for the presentation, so you can see what I did. But it's called I used action-centered leadership as the main thing, really, just to explain people how it all works.
Or if you want tomorrow morning at the end of the session.
Yeah. Okay, we can do it again. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, if anyone missed it as well. Bianca had an emergency, by the way. That's why she's not here. So she just let me know just before. Unfortunately, she had to dash out of the house. So that's why she's not here. Okay, brilliant. Good. Well, that was very good. Anyone, any questions before we go?
Yes, I have. Boris, when you said you leverage other people, are you talking about leveraging people within the group?
Correct. People within the group.
Good, because yeah.
Only people. So the goal is to everyone to grow as a leader, and basically we want to grow leaders. And if we can basically manage to, the only way we can manage to achieve this is like, we've tried. Please, come to the training, come to the meeting. It doesn't work. It doesn't work unless it's internal force that people desire, really. It doesn't work telling anyone, okay, let's do this and let's do that. So it has to be natural. And again, this is why it's like nothing is compulsory. This is not an MLM company. This is a community that, okay, a person doesn't want to grow or they have other priorities. That's fine. That's fine.
That's good, because I've got a couple of things that they're mainly marketing. And you mentioned writing a book. I've got some system whereby you can write a book and automatically convert it into an Amazon Kindle format. So stuff like that. I've been around in network marketing, but I've been doing my own thing as well as well as. So I've got a couple of things that might be useful for people. Good.
As long as there's value, I'm sure it will be. That's
I think I'm going to use it. I'm going to write a book anyway.
I think there's quite a few of us that wouldn't mind writing a book. Actually, I've just got a new tool on the thing that records your voice now. You can record it into different chapters as well. And every time you go back, it's called Otter. Otter.
Oh right. Yeah. The other thing you mentioned, Otter. The other thing's got an elephant as a logo.
Oh, that was for saving. Yeah, there's a thing called what's it called again?
Evernote.
Evernote, that's it.
Yeah.
That's quite good, Boris. You can save everything on every device. So you save a video, you save notes, you save picture, anything you want to save, and then you go to your computer, to your phone. It's there also. It automatically synchronizes. It's free as well.
This Evernote.
Yeah. It's an elephant signal, so you can get the app from both iPhone and also your if you've got an Android, and then on your computer, and it synchronizes everything. It's very, very cool.
Yeah. I've got an Apple, a Mac, and I've got it for that.
It works on all devices. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I have to pay because I've got everything on all my computer. Everything on my computer now I can get on my phone. Everything.
Wow.
So I have to pay extra for storage because I've got my whole computer on Evernote.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you got a?
So this Evernote it's like a storage.
It's
place?
like they give you notes and you can sort the notes into whatever you want into. So if you want separate for, if you're doing, for example, courses, you can put all your courses in one. You can put your passwords in another. You can put photos in another. It's just everything can be stored in there, and it's all on the cloud, so you can pick it up anywhere as well. So if you go on someone else's computer, you go to your Evernote, everything's there. So it's really, really good.
Very cool.
And it automatically synchronizes across all the devices as soon as you open them up. So you can have any number of devices with it. So that's cool, yeah. Okay, great. Well, thank you very much, everyone. And then after the 5 a.m., we'll do this again for anyone who hasn't seen it. So we'll hopefully catch a few people tomorrow then. Okay, thank you, and good night to all of you.
Thank you.
Sleep well.
Okay, yeah, bye.
Cheers.